And in 1994, Colin Ritman cancelled the long-awaited Thronglets suddenly and without warning.
Tamagotchi before Tamagotchi was a...
And in 1994, Colin Ritman cancelled the long-awaited Thronglets suddenly and without warning.
Thronglets, yeah. That was a tough one. The brass, the investors and that, they weren't impressed. I was supposed to be minding him, and it just didn't make sense. You know, he was more animated about that than anything else, honestly. He made this big deal about getting in a bunch of fancy new computers. Then he wired them all together for some reason. He used to say it was like writing music and that he needed a better instrument.
Ritman has long been recognised as a visionary, not just of games, but of the interplay between hardware and software.
Was the game complex? I don't know. I mean, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But he used to talk about simpleness, like using complex things to make something simple. You know, a set of instructions which could be boiled down to like the most basic instinct.
Instinct?
Yeah, you know, like to learn. He wanted the little yellow gerbil things to be able to learn. All these rumours about long-lost copies of the Thronglets Alpha. They're like a fairy story. Colin in Wonderland.
But on the Tuckersoft fan forum...
You don't want to be listening to any of those fan forums, okay? I just got an account on that new thing. What are they calling it? HEREIN. I've been sharing stories about working with Colin. Behind-the-scenes stuff. It's really good. Wow, my first meeting with Colin. Bloody hell, taking me back. I mean, I discovered him, really. You know, in the 80s, Tuckersoft wanted to capitalise more, like, on bedroom coder talent, if you get me. Now, I was never a developer, but I could spot him. I was like the Simon Cowell of the games industry. No one knew what I did, but they couldn't do it without me.
After the home console market crash of 1983, British developers were more robust, tending to be solo programmer designers, also known as bedroom coders. When the US corporations fell, the Brits rose.
I like to think I kind of became the Colin Whisperer, you know? Because Colin was your basic trouble genius. Nod your head when he's on one. Yes, Colin. You know, smile and pat him on the head when he's anxious about something. Colin, you're a genius. There's nothing to be anxious about. You know what I mean?
The successes of the era were often therefore defined by a particularly British sense of humour. But Ritman's games exhibited a more ineffable quality, often spiritual and frequently influenced by his reported experimentation with hallucinogens.
Was he on drugs? I mean, he was pretty kosher at the office, you know. He just had this grand vision. Every game had a message. That's it, yeah, had a message. He'd talk about getting in the zone, and he'd just get in the zone and go off. Everything was connected. We were all connected. The code was like cosmic expression of that, you know, pure. And that we were these messy creatures who couldn't, like, see the filler. Like, you know, what's the spider webby kind of the filaments that connected us all. I remember him saying that. Our brains were better than our bodies or something. Anyway, it was my job to listen to all of that gibberish so he'd get on with the actual coding. That's what he was like, you know. I mean, there's loads of things. I mean, not just particular, but take this for example. The press loved him.
During the late 80s and 90s, there was a thriving journalistic and critical community centred around video games, from photocopied fanzines to glossy magazines like Superplay, Crash, Zap 64 and the inventively named Computer and Video Games magazine.
Thought he was basically Jesus, Buddha, Moses, Muhammad, all wrapped into one. They'd have given their left nut to speak to him, but he'd only let this one kid do it.
He refused interviews?
Literally, all of them. And instead he asked for this, like, one nobody, some little Scottish kid who was barely audible, no clue why he wanted him. Said he'd read something he'd written and he wouldn't talk to anyone else.
He didn't mention why?
All he said to me was something about, you know, the spiderweb thing, connecting us, and it was just really clear that he had to have this chap. Big mistake. It had to be that, you know, that made him bin it all. Yeah, just out of the blue, at Alpha. The game's basically ready to go. Destroyed all the discs, everything.
All the discs were destroyed.
Yeah. All of them. I never got a chance to play Thronglets, no, but obviously I got to look at it. I mean, we worked long hours back then. 12, 14, 18. And like, I'd hear them singing through the office walls. Connor would be changing something, run it, they'd sing. It was like that guy, you know, the guy with the pies.
Sorry?
You know, the one with the rats, and he's like...
The Pied Piper?
Pied Piper. Sometimes when it was late and I hadn't been home since the day before, I swear it's like you could close your eyes and the sound would be... It's like they were telling you to like, listen.
13, take 3.
No, the crash of 83 was more of an American thing, you know, that was the Yanks. We ran more of a solo developer model over here. It made us resilient, you know, that was the Tuckersoft way. Tempt them in with a warm office and someone to tell them when it's time to eat or whatever. Cheap as chips.
Ritman was particularly prolific.
Colin was our most prolific dev. Yeah, 100%. And you know what? He looked after the younger ones as well. There was one little fella, Stefan, you know, the Bandersnatch guy. Well, guess that didn't end too well. Anyway, they all looked up to him. They all wanted to be him. But not everyone is the whole package. He was. Every bit of audio, code, art, writing, all of it. He was intense. Not regular intense, just like there was nothing spare about him. So focused down, no small talk. He had a vision. Didn't always make sense to me, but it was clear to him. And he executed. Yeah. That man was our executor. Yeah. No, second wife was nightmare. On the third one now, but got kids by the second one. She doesn't let me see him, and you know what? Don't care. Overrated.
We tried to contact Colin's family.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He's a hard man to pin down.
Mm.
I suppose you only know as much as I do.
You're not recording, but we're off right now, yeah?
We agreed with legal. We can't put anything out about his personal life.
Well, his family went off the grid around the same time that he did. Funny that. He loved code, like it was air, like it was water. His daughter was the same too. But in the end, he vanished, didn't he? Swore off it. Like he'd achieved what he needed to and just poof, off he popped. Family and all. Maybe he knew something we didn't. Can I get a bit more powder? My head feels greasy again. It's always just so oily.
I'd say if you could live your life again, you should make some different choices.